We hosted my family.
Yeah.
I should be specific and say my siblings. Well, we hosted everyone, but my siblings stayed at the house with us.
Yeah. And that's actually the first time we're having a guest sleepover at the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they made our house a home. That's the message I sent to the family chat.
Yeah, I think it's a bit dramatic.
No.
We
why?
appreciate and enjoy I appreciate and enjoy their presence.
It's not dramatic.
It is dramatic.
No,
but when
it's
you
not.
Say it, from my perspective, okay? So when you say they made our house a home, it's like, I can see what you're saying. Like it feels complete when we've been able to have family inside of it.
Yes.
Something like that. Okay. Well, yeah, that's fair. It's fair now in my mind.
Calling my feelings dramatic.
No, it's just the way that you decided to express the words that you chose. That's what I was deeming dramatic. But I get what you're saying now. You're saying that it feels more like
broken in.
Yeah. You see, that's the dramatic that I'm talking about. It's broken. We've been living in it for more than a month.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. I'm on your side.
Okay.
But choose those words in a way that doesn't make me want to not be on your side in this conversation.
Okay.
It's not broken in. Make it a home.
Oh. What words would you use then?
I am happy that we're able to host the family in the house and everybody had a great time.
Yes.
That's the way that I would describe the experience from my perspective. Okay. When you say they made it a home, it's like something is missing in there and it didn't happen until
they came.
Yes.
Oh.
That's the way that I receive it.
Well, not necessarily. It just feels like, I don't know, like we had someone stay overnight. And so it's like a different level of.
Yeah. And it's great. It's amazing.
Something.
Yeah. And I don't disagree with that. What I disagree with is that they made it a home. It's a home already.
Okay.
It's a home because we live in there already. Yeah. Now, their presence, the opportunity to host them and have them in the house for a couple of days and spend quality time together, that is amazing.
We have memories in here now.
We have memories before that. What is going on with you?
With the family. We have family memories.
We have family memories. You and I were a family already. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to talk you out of.
Okay.
that we've not had a full experience before having guests. I think that's not true. We've had full experience ourselves before the family came over. But it's amazing.
It felt like a celebration. This is the thing. When I feel, because you're saying your statements say that we're missing something.
Yeah.
The thing that I think we are missing, we didn't have a proper, big celebration.
Okay. For when we moved it was just like we moved into a place and that's it. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like we were just closing day, choose the day to move in, get all the stuff, buy all the stuff, be in here, make it look nice. Like we were back to back with tasks to do.
Yeah.
But these last few days felt like a celebration of the tasks that we have done. And so we didn't get that celebration piece on closing day, did we?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But that doesn't make it less of a home.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree. But I feel like them staying over.
It was amazing. It's
the
beautiful.
Celebration piece.
And they're amazing people. Every step of the way, every moment that they were here, they wouldn't stop complimenting us about the things that we've done to the house, how they like the house, how
they're buying stuff.
Yes. Yeah. It was amazing. So so I'm not taking away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you agree with the celebration piece?
Yes, actually. Yeah. It feels good to be able to. I think one thing that I really you know how I feel about this. One big thing that really pissed me off about this whole housing buying experience is that we were left stranded by our realtor, and it was as if we closed on the house and that was it. I see people close on the house all the time. They have pictures in front of the house. They have
something inside the house.
Yeah.
It's like a special moment. We didn't get that.
It didn't feel that way to us.
Yeah.
If I knew that that's what she was going to do, the realtor, I would have asked my friend to come around on that closing day when we're coming back here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would have done that. I didn't know it was going to be, because they even promised that they were going to show up on Saturday or whatever. it's okay. Moving on from that.
Yeah.
But yes, it was an amazing 4 days.
That was 3.
3 days. It was good. It was great.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They left today.
Yeah.
The rest of the family left today.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
That was a big thing this week, which is great. And, I felt like I can do the mom thing with the way that I got up in the morning. I made sure breakfast was ready and was checking in on everyone. And
so you felt like you were...
Like it's in there.
Of course. I feel like most people have it in there to be able to cater for somebody. Unless you're born like a crazy person. But I think there's the tendency to nurture for most people, male or female.
Yeah. But I felt like, cool.
So that felt good. That wasn't...
It felt good. Yeah. It didn't feel burdensome. Like I want to make sure everyone's taken care of and they're not hungry or thirsty or...
Yeah. You know, when we first got married, one of the things that you struggled with is the idea of catering for another person.
Yeah. I did.
And I think we used to have an argument about it. And in one of those arguments, I was like, yeah, I'm going to wait and see how you're going to raise a child or whatever, something like that. Not that mean, but it wasn't that mean. I didn't say it I said it in a way, I think, so one thing that, for context, okay.
Yes, context.
I come from a family where breakfast is an essential part of our day. My wife, not so much.
Yeah, we would kind of every man for himself it every once in a while.
Yeah.
We would do big breakfast on the weekend, like Mommy was talking about. But we took care of ourselves as well. Like even living alone, I didn't eat 3 meals a day. Like if I wasn't hungry, I wouldn't eat. I would eat at different times. It wouldn't be a consistent time. And it sounds like you had a consistent routine.
Yes. So it's because food is important. Okay. So you're not going to leave my house without having food in the morning. And I've always lived like that. Even when I lived by myself, whatever. And it's crazy because even when I was in college as an undergrad, I didn't cook that much, but I always feed myself in the morning. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. So point being that when we first got married, that's I think it was a pain point for you.
And you.
Yeah, for me in the sense that I had this, I said for you because the idea of it didn't sit well with you. And also for me because I was frustrated by the idea of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we had moments where I'm like, why? What is going on? Why are we working if we cannot feed ourselves? I think those are questions that I ask.
And for me, it was like, we'll eat, just not right now.
In the morning. How do you say?
Or like I'll do other things. Like on a Saturday.
I hated that, bro.
I could clean for like a couple hours and then eat after. But you need to eat at like nothing past 9. You need to eat.
I mean, if I'm not eating, it's fine. If we're fasting, which I don't think it has happened before, or if we're deliberately trying not to eat, that's fine. It's not like I'm gonna cry if there's no food. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like before church, typically we don't eat.
Yeah, sometimes I try to snack or something.
Yeah,
but the idea that it didn't come naturally to you to kind of consider me from that perspective. Like we had.
I just expected you to be like, oh, it's fine.
Goodbye, going to work. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is going on? So that was a pinpoint. But I don't know, how did we get that? We're talking about you being able to
do it for everyone.
Cater for everybody.
Yeah. And
to allude to my point, because I know when you suggested the idea of breakfast, you specifically mentioned that, I'm doing this for my husband because he needs breakfast. He needs breakfast. And everybody was like, oh, it's okay. And it came handy, right? Because at the end of the day, everybody came downstairs, had the food.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So breakfast is essential. It's not just for your husband, for everybody.
Yeah.